Okay, I could not pass up this moment. I am in my home this Sunday afternoon. It's about 10 minutes till 3. I think today is the 16th or 17th of May. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was just inspired to try to find out how to go about making me devil crabs. I didn't see anything online regarding devil crabs as far as the recipe, but I'm just going to go impromptu, and as I am, as Wanda is, she always doing things her own way. But anyway, my recipe of what I'm doing with my devil crabs, hoping it's gonna come out right. But I put okay, I have well, let me go over here. I don't have imitation crab meat. I don't really like anything imitation at all. But I have, real crab meat, and these are expensive. They're like $13, $14, $15, depending upon where you get it from. They're kind of expensive. And so I do have my crab meat with my onions and bell peppers. And you put your own, be creative, put your own seasonings in what you do. It's okay to be creative. So I have my crab meat with onions, bell pepper, a little dices of garlic, and I squeezed some mustard, because what I did, I have gluten-free flour, okay? I have gluten-free. Let me make sure I know what I'm saying. Let me get my glasses. One moment, let me find my glasses here. Where are they? But anyway, I don't use really white flour or anything like that. I use gluten-free. And I was trying to see if it was any kind of different type of flour, maybe like coconut or something. But it's just a gluten-free. But anyway, what I was going to say, I didn't like that flavor. This gluten-free flour, you see, is about empty, because that's what I use. This is what I use when I want to fry stuff. I use gluten-free flour. And gluten, by it being gluten-free, it don't stick to you. Just like the word glue, using regular flour and stuff like that, it sticks to you. It's like glue. But anyway, that gluten-free flavor, it was not good in here. So now I got to be creative on how to get rid of that taste of this type of flour. And what I used, was some slaw seasoning, for a coleslaw, and a little bit of mustard. And and you know what? I think I'm gonna put squeeze a lemon in there. Squeeze some lemon. I'm gonna squeeze a little lemon in here. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because I'm like, it seemed like it may be getting better. I might be coming up with something here. Let me see. I can't hold on 1 minute while I cut the lemon. I don't know. But anyway, let me squeeze the lemon real quick. Is that camera getting it? Okay. Okay. And now, so anyway, we got the lemon. Excuse the phone. I'm holding it, trying to catch it real quick. Again, I put an egg, and you put you some flour with you can use imitation crab meat, I guess, to each his own. Onion, bell pepper, and your seasonings, whatever type seasoning you usually cook with. And also me trying to get rid of that flavor of that I used. This is something that I use quite a bit. It's like oyster sauce. Yes, oyster sauce. You know, I'm a fan of the Chinese flavorings. I like the peanut sauce and oyster sauce, stuff like that. So, and now that flavor is gone, and I thought I had some Old Bay seasoning, but I only had like a corner of it, and I'm like, wow. But I wanted to get that seafoodish, you know, taste in the devil crabs. So now what I'm gonna do is continue to stir this up a little bit, you know, because the egg and the flour and your you know, again, I was trying to get rid of the taste of the other stuff, so I put some coleslaw seasoning. You know, that you just be creative and add your own flavor. Be creative. Put your touch in it. And let me pause this, and then I'm going to get my grease hot and show you the other step that I'm going to do. Okay, I'm back. What I'm going to do real quick is make up a couple of them and drop it in the grease, and then I'll let you see how it turned out. I think the most important thing that I'm trying to do now is get the breading that the old-fashioned devil crabs, you know, that we used to have. And I'm not trying to get a croquet. No, I want a devil crab. So I guess what my experiment is right now is to try to get that same type of breading. So I pray, let's see what's going on here. And what I have is breadcrumbs, regular breadcrumbs. So what I'm going to do is put it inside of, this is also a stirred up egg, so the batter can stick on it. It may be too soupy. Okay, that may be too soupy. But what I'm going to do is drop this one in the batter and the grease. Oh, let me put my grease back on. Hold on. And these are the breadcrumbs that I use, so I don't know if it's any particular, I don't know, but I'm experimenting. I'm a very good person that loves to experiment. But let the grease get back a little hot, and let's see. So this one, it will be the first one that I'll just drop it in the pan, and the grease get a little more hotter. And again, it's a little bit too soupy, so I don't know what I put too much of the, but let's see. I'm putting the breadcrumbs, trying to get that type of breading that the old-fashioned devil crabs used to have. So y'all, you're going to see what's going on right along with me. Now I'm getting ready to drop this in the, and I hope it don't fall apart, because it looks like it may want to try to fall apart. But let's see what's going on here. Let me see if this grease is hot enough. How can I tell? Hold on. Okay. Might not be hot enough. One moment. Let me see. I think we might can make it. Okay, let's see. I'm getting ready to drop this. Okay, that's one. Look like it's trying to stay together pretty good. Let me make up the other ones real quick, and then when I get them in, I'll put it back. I'll press pause right now, but then when I get it in there all the way, I'll put it back, start back, push play. One moment. Okay, that one can, I only use half of the can of the crab meat, and put the other half of the meat in the freezer. So the first one I put in looks like it's ready to be turned over. I'm about to make a mess. Hold on, let me sit this phone down. Let's see, Mike can get it somewhere in there. But anyway, let's see. Ooh. I really don't know if it's cooking too slow or what, but I should have gotten this one a little bit earlier. But the texture of it seems like it's going to be pretty good. I think, let me try another one before it gets too brown. What was the second one I did? Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Oh yes, that looks a lot better. But again, that 1 can of crab meat, for the size of these here, this is like 3.5. I was trying to get it to look like the old-fashioned devil crabs that we have. And so that whole can could make about 6 of them this size. That's pretty big. But again, I'm just doing 3 because I know this will last me a good 2 days, you know, or 2 or 3 days. I may just eat one or two, and then might put the other ones up in the freezer somewhere till another time I want to have for something. But yes, so this experiment is going pretty good, and once I finish frying them all, I'll show you the display of them, and I'm okay with it. It's looking okay. So again, I use egg and bell pepper, onion, your own seasonings, and some type of flour in there to hold the crab meat with the egg and bell pepper, onion. You need something to hold it. So I used the gluten-free flour, but I didn't like that flavor, so I had to go in and put all other kind of seasonings. But the main thing is your ingredients, the egg and the flour to hold the crab meat together. And then once your crab meat is mixed good together, you put your you put an egg in a bowl, a couple of eggs in a bowl, and make your patties or your whatever, and roll it around in that egg. That's when it got real soupy. And then you roll it around in your thing of your bread crumbs, and drop it in your grease. And normally I have my olive oil. You know, I use my olive oil, but the olive oil fries kind of slow and also burns quickly. So you may, whatever oil you used to frying with you, so you know what temperature to put it on. But again, it's golden brown, looking good. So I'm going to put it on pause and flip these others, and I'll show you once everything is done. Be back. Okay, here comes the test. Let me put this hot grease in this oven. And let's see here. So, here comes the test. Turn the stove off. And this is an experiment. My first time doing this, but every now and then I'll be wanting some fried food, because I normally do not eat fried food at all. But every now and then I treat myself to my cravings of whatever I have a taste for. If it's, I used to be in the religion where you can't eat crabs and shrimp and all of that, even pork and all of this kind of stuff. In overabundance of things, not, if it's not in moderation, no, none of that is good for you. Nothing out of moderation is good for you. If I want wine, if I choose to, I will drink wine. But by me being used to be an alcoholic, I would say that's not something I want to do. But if I feel like I may want me a drink of wine, I'm okay to do that. We are free to do what we choose to do. We shouldn't be put in a box on things that we want to do. What may be wrong for somebody else may not be wrong for you. Be free to be who you are. We are free. We are not in a box. Some things we don't do, and in our heart, we miserable because we know we want to do it. You are lying to yourself, and you cannot progress in life with any type of lying to yourself. You got to love yourself first. That way you could keep growing as an individual, as a person, as a God. We keep growing by one, loving ourselves first, and that in turn is loving God, putting God first. Put you before any other rules, doctrines, or person's opinions. No, what do you want to do in your heart? Be free. But here is the test. I did not mean to start preaching, but hey, it's in me. It comes out. Let's see. I think this was and these are kind of old. I like the feel. I like the feel. It feels like the old-fashioned devil crabs. So I guess the secret is that egg and the breadcrumbs, but your own ingredients and seasoning on the inside. And these are very thick. They're very thick. Wow. I know that would probably last me all day, but I am a big eater, but I am trying to get in moderation. I don't want to be over compulsive obsession. So moderation, guys. But this was the first one, and I do not want to be embarrassed. I buying that. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Can y'all see that? That's a lot of crab meat, onions, and bell pepper, and I like the crunchy. It is crunchy. It is a crunchy feel. I wish you could see me bite it, but right now, I am not presentable. Well, I don't care if I am or not, but I just prefer to keep this about the food. You know what? I almost want y'all to see me taste it. But anyway, this is the devil crabs, and I was having a taste for devil crabs, but I didn't find anything on YouTube that gave me what I was looking for. So I had to put all of my ideas together and come up with my own creation. But okay, so be creative and be free to be who you are. Enjoy your uniqueness, your creativity, and have a good day. But that, y'all, I had to put this recording on and let y'all see this here. This turned out so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all can hear the crunch or not, but it turned out so good. The flavoring turned out so good. I could have let it fry a little longer, so that may mean my heat could have been turned down a little bit or something. But the seasoning, the crunch, oh my gosh, it's good, man. Thank you, Father. I had to let y'all see my expression. And I will be soaking them in my hot sauce, okay? Thank you. Bye.